What's up, you guys, man? This is Pop Out News, man, presented by Porter Prospect Productions. Appreciate all the support. I want to thank y'all for joining me today. I won't be before you long, man. I just want to let y'all know about the dangers of misinformation. And it's something that's going on that I'm noticing, in the industry right now. There are people out there who really are misinformed, and then they're spreading that misinformation to multiple people on multiple outlets, and it's getting into people's mind because they look to them for news. That's why I tell all people, do your own research when it comes to anything, even if whatever said. I don't care if it's a reliable source. You go and do your own digging and search your own information before you lock that information into your brain, because we live in a social media society where anything and everybody can be influenced. And when you are easily influenced, you'll believe anything. And so you have to make sure that you're doing your own research, or you will be walking around misinformed, disillusioned. You'll be thinking things mean this and it doesn't mean that. So basically, the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because, a lot of people are talking about the immunity that Trump was talking about for cops and everything like that. And all of that. And, that's turned a lot of people off. And it turned me off too, to a point. But you know what I had to go do? I did my research on the whole immunity thing, because I was feeling like, man, hold up, how you gonna give emboldening cops? But then I realized that he's not. The immunity, the definition of immunity. Let me pull it up right now for you, because I want to give you the proper definition of immunity. I don't want to come off the top of the head. So let's see this here. So let's see here. Let's see. Let me pull it up. Yeah, I apologize for this. Let me see here. Let's see here. Pulling it up now. All right. So immunity for a police officer is legal doctrine called qualified immunity that protects them from civil or criminal liability. What qualifies under that is immunity protects the state and local officials from being held responsible for their actions unless, and this is where people need to open up their minds and listen, where you have immunity unless you do these things: violate a clearly established constitutional right, are plainly incompetent, knowingly violating the law. And the purpose for this is to allow officers to perform their duties without fear of defending themselves against insubstantial claims. Allows the public to recover damages when an officer is unreasonably violates a plaintiff's right. Protects the officers from personal liability for reasonably fulfilling their duties. And so what you have to do is it's going to go a case-by-case basis on this thing. And that was misinformation that was put out there to make it seem like he was going to give to all immunity to cops. You feel what I'm saying? Like to all cops, where they can't do their jobs. Where they can do their jobs without a threat of, man, if I kill this dude, man, and he has a gun on me, if I kill him, then I'm gonna be in prison. But it's like, nah, it might not be that. If somebody has a weapon on you, or you tell them, please do not reach. Like, if you've seen the one case up in Chicago where this cop got killed by this dude, you can hear him as clear as day saying, please do not reach. Do not reach. He's screaming, but he reached anyway. I guess dude didn't have his gun out. Officer did not have his weapon out, and the dude killed him. So in that situation, what do you expect? If I'm telling you, please don't reach, and I can't see your hands and all that kind of stuff, and that happens, there are situations to where that happens. So we can't act like it doesn't happen when it does. Clear as day, that happens a lot where officers saying, please don't. They're doing their job. Now, if the officer would have killed them, the officer would have been granted immunity. Reason being is because I'm telling you, please do not reach. Please do not reach. That's why it's very important that body cam be on. To me, in all cases, if the body cam is off, he's going to prison. That cop is going to prison. That needs to be a law that's instituted, that they have to have on their body cam. If they do not have body cam footage, we cannot grant you immunity. You're going to have to go through the judicial system. You have to go through the process. Or just send them to jail, because that is your duty. You have one duty, to turn on that cam, that footage, so that we can actually see what you're doing. Matter of fact, that footage should be on from the time that you get on the clock to the time you get off. We need to see what these officers are doing. This is taxpayer money. So we need to see what they're doing just during the day. What are you doing? Reading? Are you surveilling? What are you doing? Because we need to see whether tax money is being wasted on this specific cop. What are they doing? And so to me, that body cam footage needs to be on at all times. To every call. You get a call, record, we got that. Reason being is in a situation such as the one I just named, if the officer would have killed the dude, he would have been granted full immunity. Sadly, he died. That is sad. He died, And there's too many situations out there to where the officer has got killed, or the person is getting killed, and the officer gets off. Well, in them situations, certain situations, you're not getting off. You're not getting off. And it's sad, man, because I think the dangers of that, the misinformation, is it can drive you to get a thing in your mind about it. You already got a thing in our mind when it comes to cops in our community. So to add misinformation on top of that will put a battery in your back to where you'll act erratic and might mess around and kill a cop, or get yourself killed, or people in the car with you killed. Because bullets ricochet. Bullets ain't got no name. And so misinformation, man, caused me to have a thing in my brain about it, when that's not the case. You got to do your own research. And when I did my own research, I come to the conclusion that, this is not out of the realm of possibilities. You need to be doing your job to get immunity. If you're not, and you're violating somebody, then that's when you're going to be under penalty. So, like I said, it's dangerous with this misinformation out here. We live in a society where everybody wants to see the worst in the president. Everybody wants to see the worst in everybody. But the problem is, make sure you just got your information right. And pay attention to what's going on right now. Have you noticed North Korea just jumped into the ring with Ukraine? Ukraine just fired a missile over to Russia. That's a problem, because now Putin is talking about a nuke war. They want to go nuke for nuke. That's an issue. That's why we got to find a way to get these people up out of this White House, man, because we can't afford no war. World War III is already percolating over in the Middle East. Now it's finna go over to Russia. They finna get involved with, this is too much. I just think that we need to figure that out. The whole situation needs to be figured out and dealt with. So stop spreading misinformation. Really go do your own research and realize what's really going on, all right? I appreciate all y'all love and support. This is the Pop Out News. I will see you next time. This is presented by Portal Prospect Productions. All right then. Peace.